A very good morning, everyone, and we welcome you all to another swashbuckling action of Saturday morning. Hindusthan club is all set to lock horns with the Dalhousie Institute in the opening fixture of this day. And this is CSC Inter-Club T20 cricket. Make no mistake, lots of action, lots of intensity, lots of excitement and thrill is just around the corner. So if you want to stay updated with all the action, do not miss out on tuning in into the official YouTube channel of Vienna Sports. And this is a clash that will test the two best teams. This is a clash that will eke out the might of all these teams coming together to figure out that who's going to come on top. A quick look at the points table of the CSC Inter-Club T20 cricket. Hindusthan club right at the top, one match, one victory for them, a massive net run rate 2.333. Calcutta Punjab club up next, one match, one victory, net run rate of 1.15. Calcutta Swimming club as well started the tournament with a victory. Saturday club did had a moment of glory and did had a moment of despair as well. Same with RCGC, one victory, one defeat. Dalhousie Institute opening their account today will be hoping to get those first points on the board as well. Bengal Rowing Club has lost both their fixtures so far. They will like to garner some momentum going into the day. And Calcutta Club, well, it goes without saying that they have started with a defeat, but they can always fight their way back. Well, despite a T20 match due to the delay, due to the time restraints that were out there, the match had to be truncated to 15 overs an innings. And it is going to be Hindusthan club who will be batting first. Alok Bachawat and Vansh Goenka, their two openers. And Kavin Doshi, very exciting talent, pretty quick. Can hit the deck hard enough. Early morning fixture. They're using a different pitch altogether. Hindusthan club, they won the toss and they've decided to bat first. Ideally, you would see teams winning morning games tosses. Decides to bowl because of that moisture, because of the ball staying low, something like that. And that's a dot ball to kickstart proceedings with Kavin Doshi. And Alok Bachawat with a quick look. He's trying to keep his eyes on the field as well. It goes without saying that he will not like to lose an early wicket. That's simple as that. Because again, with the early moisture, with the new ball in play, the first 3 to 4 overs is always challenging. A big swing there from Alok Bachawat. The keeper doesn't collect. Direct hit. And Vansh Goenka could have been on his way back without facing a ball. That would have been a platinum duck for him. But thankfully he's home. Everything's hunky-dory. And Hindusthan club is up and running. First runs on the board. Doshi over the wicket still. And now Vansh Goenka on strike. Had a bit of a scare early on. Wanted to drive that along the carpet, but was pretty quick there. Straight to the keeper. Good start for Kavin. Bowled slightly shorter on the first two deliveries. From there on though, I mean, the moment Vansh has come on, he's starting to bowl it quicker. Which is again a very good thought. A couple of towering fielders out on the offside. Just to ensure the fact that you don't really get that booming drive in place from the middle of the bat. And Vansh Goenka should open his account with that single. First runs on the board for Vansh Goenka, and with that Hindusthan club moves on to their second run. Kavin Doshi trying to alter that line, alter that length At times have gone fuller, at times have bowled shorter, which is always a good thing to do, particularly when you're bowling with the new ball. It's not easy to bowl with the new ball because there is hint of shape and there's hint of early movement as well. The surface at times have stayed low as well because of that green top. So for seamers, it's always going to be conducive. That's a booming drive down the ground. Mid-off was in place, straight to the mid-off fielder. Another comfortable single there. And now both the batters, they have got themselves off the mark. Still a ball to go in this over. I think 4 runs, 5 runs and over will be decent, but it goes without saying, Hindustan club, they'll be eyeing for the big hits. They'll be eyeing for that 100, 120 mark, which can give them that much needed momentum and impetus that they require. Another drive along the carpet, sweeper cover in place, and with this we will come to the end of the first over. Hindustan club moves on to 4 for none. Change in bowling from the other end, and it's going to be interesting. Military medium rather. Faiz Hussain, 7 matches, 7 innings so far, 9 wickets for him. His bowling figures of 3 for 12. Can really get that hard length into play, and as a military medium, I think it's the package of variations that usually takes center stage. Keeper up to the stumps there. Over the wicket from Faiz to Vansh Goenka. Lets it slide to the keeper. Good start. Again, you can clearly see the grass on the pitch. Now, whenever there's grass on the pitch, there's a high tendency of the ball not really bouncing up or bobbling up. Current run rate of 3.43. Vansh to continue over the wicket. Now, that's a beauty of a delivery. Almost a bail clipper just outside that line of the off pole. Now that's how you get your wheels into motion there. Faiz Hussain, clinical, absolutely clinical out there. Still over the wicket. That's a full toss. Vansh, he's played it straight towards that mid-wicket fielder. Should be a comfortable single, a direct hit as well, which kind of galvanized Vansh Goenka into a bit of animated movement, hoping for him to get a run there. But that was not really the case. Alok Bachawat now on strike. I think Faiz, he's going to be happy with the kind of start that he's gotten. A lot more confident, a lot more convincing. Over the wicket still. Takes it on the full, but yanks it on the leg side. I think that offside, this shot on the offside, a drive possibly trying to exploit the gap between the cover and the extra cover, or possibly the cover and the mid-off, would have been a lot better, would have been a lot more convincing, to be honest. And a couple of balls remaining. Great start so far for Faiz Hussain, just a couple of runs. And that's once again back to that same length there. Just in that uppish area of the good length region, and which is always a difficult call for the batter to make, because it kind of throws him into a dilemma whether he's going to go for the drive or he's just let it slide to the keeper, because that's one particular area that will tempt the batters to go big. Last ball of the over. Once again on the full, down the ground. And mid-on comes around, yes, but had a bit of a fumble, in fact, had a bit of a rollover as well. But nonetheless, just that solitary run there, no extra damage done, 2 overs gone, and Hindustan club are 7 for none. Kavindoshi to continue. I mean, why not? He's one of those bowlers who can bowl it quicker, who can really leave the batters in a bit of a rut altogether with those quicker deliveries. Down the ground goes Vansh Goenka. There's a fielder and will find him as well. Kavindoshi provides the all-important breakthrough as Vansh Goenka has holed out to the mid-off fielder. First blood for the bowling side and the Hindustan club. They have been jolted to a very rude awakening. Great start, slightly fuller, quicker through the air, and the first wicket rolls. New batter out in the centre, Vansh Gorisaria. One Vansh got out and the other made his way to the mix. He's got quite a few decent shots onto the pads, clipped away on the leg side. It's a pretty fast outfield, and towards the end though, a bit of bigger grass that will avert it from going all the way to the fence. But nonetheless, with this, that's a couple of runs, and Vansh Gorisaria already off the mark. Kavindoshi over the wicket still. Nicely clipped away on the leg side. Once again, slightly sluggish outfield. Will the ball go to the fence? Not really. Fairs comes around and keeps it down to just another single. Is that a single? A couple will quickly confirm though. Looks like a couple of runs have been stolen away. Yes, that's also leg by signaled, which is pretty decent to be honest. And as things stand, Vansh Gorisaria really looking to be a lot more confident, really looking to be in touch. Again on the pad, stayed low, clipped away. Will get that comfortable single, yes. Will they push out for the second? Not really. Alok Bachawat tells Vansh Gorisaria to remain where he was, and so far Kavindoshi, I think he'll be happy with this over. Might have went for a few runs, but it looks pretty okay until now. Still a couple of balls to go in this over. Over the wicket for Kavindoshi. Still looking for another wicket maybe. This time slightly quicker. Hard length back in play. And Alok Bachawat pushing hard for that single. Vansh Gorisaria was the man who was running at the danger end. and will eventually make his ground. No real challenges whatsoever. 13 on the board, and despite the boundaries not coming through, one would say that they have made good headway altogether. Last ball, a good looking booming drive, but towards the backward point fielder. A bit of a wild throw there, and Vansh tells Alok Bachawat, let's not risk it. 3 overs gone, and it's 13 for 1 Hindustan club. Faiz Hussain to continue. Dalhousie Institute, when the last game was washed away, it was last Saturday, but then rain played spoil sport in the afternoon. They were batting at 47 for 3 with that game. It's to happen on a later day. Faiz Hussain to continue over the wicket to Alok Bachawat. Oh, it goes through the gates of Alok Bachawat. Wanted to go for that big heave down the ground, but doesn't really get the connection that he was looking forward to. A swing and a miss there. An excellent start from Faiz Hussain. This is how military medium fast bowlers can really trouble you. They can bowl quicker, and when they go for that fuller delivery, you always need to watch out for the stumps there. It'll not really make life pretty easy for you. Nonetheless, still over the wicket Faiz. This time again another fuller delivery, and Vansh Gaurisaria was also under the pump. Now that's good, very good bowling in fact from Faiz Hussain. I think it's not really letting him breathe much. He's bowling it quicker, and he continues to bowl that fuller length, trying to bring the channel, trying to bring the line of stumps into play. This time veers, and nicely driven down the ground by Vansh Gaurisaria, straight to the fielder. Pretty quick, a pretty feisty start here by the bowlers, which is always good to watch. Dalhousie Institute, they will be hoping for they will be hoping to restrict their counterparts at the earliest possible. Nicely pushed away on the leg side. Should be a comfortable single. In fact, a couple of runs stolen away. Still 2 balls to go in this over. Once again, wanted to go for the fuller one. Ends up bowling a full toss. Driven away by Alok Bachawat, but straight to that long off fielder. Just that solitary run on offer. This is good bowling by Faiz Hussain. He's kept his line extremely tight, and he's tweaking the length from full to that good length, which is kind of leaving the batters under the pump. They're not really freeing their arms. Opens the face of the bat, pushes it away to the backward point fielder. Faiz takes a bit of a rollover. That was a tough one to try and back up. He did try and get into position, but it was always going to be elusive. And at the end, 4 overs, Hindustan Club moves on to 19 for the loss of 1.
এলসিডির খোপ দেবো একটা দেবো আছে 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 আমার ব্যাগেই আছে এখানেই আছে আমার রাইজারের উপরে পাঠাও ওকে আমি দিয়ে দিচ্ছি একটা মাস্কিং আছে আমার কাছে সব রেখেছি দেখো শাটার আমি বাড়িয়ে নিয়েছি না এমনি এমনি হবে না মেনু থেকে অন করতে হয়
New bowler in, Nitin Jalan. Nitin Jalan, he's going to continue going over the wicket. And this is going to be an interesting change altogether. One score is Saria batting in 4 of 7. This is a good move altogether. Kavin Doshi is the one who's going to continue actually, not Nitin Jalan. They had a bit of a late switch in decision. They would like the wicket of Vansh Gaurasaria, and that is why Kavin Doshi continues to bowl. Kavin bowls it pretty quick this time, angling it back into Vansh, and Vansh pushes it away for a quick single. Dalhousie Institute, it goes without saying, they are eyeing for wickets, scarring for those scalps. Those early scalps that can get their wheels rolling, that can get their flight roaring. Because at the end of the day, those early wickets is what will keep Hindustan Club on pressure. If these two, Vansh and Alok, they can break through the clutches, they can break free. That's on the leg side, straight to the keeper, wide signal. First wide of the morning. So far it has been a pretty disciplined show, and Kavin Doshi already in his third over. It's a 15 over match, 21 so far on the board for Hindustan Club. That stayed low and fingers gone up. Nothing that Alok Bachawat could have done. The ball staying low, untrue bounce is always going to be a bother. And Alok didn't really have much movement, so it was always going to be an easy call for the umpire to make. Yeah, that stayed low. That would have been plumb, crashing on to off and middle pole. And with this, Alok Bachawat's innings comes to an end. Second wicket down for Hindustan Club. I think the batter, he's not really happy with the call. He's not willing to move out of the ground, but finally he does, which brings in a new batter in the center. I mean, at times you have to take the decision. Kashyap Tantya, 200 matches, 263 innings, 3,347 runs. Those numbers, they kind of scream brilliance for you. They kind of show the testimony. They are the testimony to that hard-hitting flair that you bring to the platter. Take a quick look at the field. Short mid-wicket in place, mid-on as well. And a square leg inside the circle. Kashyap Tantya, he's going to start slightly ahead of that popping crease in order to try and take the ball as quickly as he can. Starts off by pushing it down the ground, but straight to that short mid-wicket fielder. A dot ball there. Kavin Doshi, excellent numbers, 2 for 8 from 2.3. More like a nucleus of the bowling attack, more like a nucleus of the bowling battery that has been knitted together by Dalhousie Institute. Over the wicket still, Doshi. Kashyap on strike. This time back to the hard length, and Kashyap kind of opening the face of the bat, middling it, pushing it towards that backward point fielder. Another comfortable single here for Kashyap Tantia, and another comfortable single rather for Hindustan club as Kashyap Tantia gets off the mark. Still a couple of balls in this over to go, and as things stand at this point in time, another quicker one this time, pushed away on the leg side by Vansh Gaurasaria. Comfortable single there. An excellent running between the wickets between Vansh and Kashyap. And I think that is exactly what you would want. Just keep that scorecard ticking, keep the momentum in place, and that should usually get the job done. Last ball in. That's a fuller delivery, but then that will go down the leg side and it'll be a boundary as well. 5 wides. I think as a bowler you got a feel for Doshi. He's got everything right, but then one delivery you go wrong, one delivery you miss by a whisker, and the repercussions, they are all over you. Well, looks like there's actually have been, that was actually clipped away, and with this we come to the end of the over as well. 5 overs gone, Hindustan club are 27 for 2.
सुबह ওটা 3-4 টুকরো মাস্কিং কেটে লাগিয়ে নাও।
Good move here. Faiz Hussain is going to continue bowling. Faiz and Doshi both are Doshi, I mean, he had his eyes on the stumps, was eyeing for the poles out there. Definitely, if he would have collected that cleanly, a direct hit could have ensued, and that could have led to a lot of alternative repercussions that as a batter you wouldn't have liked, but nonetheless, that is being sorted now. Faiz Hussain, none for 9, still looking for that all-elusive wicket so far. Still over the wicket there, Faiz. And this time has been glanced away by Kashyap Tantia. Again, a slow outfield fielder will come around. Comfortable couple of runs there by Kashyap. Hindustan club slowly and steadily just trying to move around, just trying to hang in the game, trying to get as many runs as they can. This time slower one through the air, just looped up, picked away by Kashyap Tantia, but again, it's a pretty heavy outfield somewhere around that fine leg area. So the ball won't really carry away, the ball won't really race away to the fence. You have to figure out to try and hit it harder. You have to figure out to try and score the runs in different areas, and that's how it comes. Slightly slower again. Kashyap does well. And that might just drift away for a boundary. It does. There was no backward square leg in place. And in that particular area, the outfield is slightly quicker than the rest of the areas there. Again, slower one through the air, but this time read the length a long time back. And Kashyap, all he had to do was just bring those wrists of his, those crafty wrists of his into play. And the way he placed this to perfection, that is absolutely marvelous. First boundary here for Kashyap Tantya. He's up and running. Another slower one through the air and pushed away on the leg side. Should be a comfortable single. In fact, they are pushing hard for the second. That is exquisite running between the wickets. Also, the last one was a no ball as well, which made this a free hit. Faiz Hussain proving to be slightly expensive this over. It's already gone for 12 runs. Still 2 balls to go. And again, this is how T20 cricket can change in a heartbeat, in a flash, in a blink of an eye. You would just see the runs flowing all together and you won't have much to do. Now pushed away there by Kashyap Tantya. Another comfortable single. This current partnership now 19 runs already with 10 balls. Just to give you all a quick reminder, it's a 15 over match and not a 20 over match. This time just keeps it intact, driven, and should be a comfortable single. 6 overs come to an end, and Dalhousie Institute, who are bowling right now, you can take a look. 41 is out there for Hindusthan club, 41 for the loss of 2.
ওদিক থেকে তো সৌমেন দেখছে না, দায়িত্ব নিয়ে নিচ্ছে পুরো।
Spin for the first time into attack, and that is Aditya Bagaria. Is also going to go over the wicket. Right arm off spinner. In fact, right arm leg spinner, not off spinner. Again, quicker through the air. Quicker, pushed away on the leg side again. Aditya Bagaria trying to keep things as calm as he can. Slightly shorter, but in the channel out there, not really allowing the batter to free his hands. A very tender push straight back to Aditya. This is a great start for Aditya. 3 quicker deliveries. That should be wide. Aditya with a smile on his face, going for that knuckle ball possibly. Whoa, that was a thickish outside edge. Can be trouble. The wicket keeper was looking for the direct hit. Had the direct hit happened at Vijender's end itself, Kashyap Tantya was again running at the danger end. In fact, once Gaurisaria was running at the danger end. This is a pretty decent start here from Hindustan club, considering the fact they're scoring almost at 7 runs and over. A quicker one there from Aditya Bagaria. Great start so far. Just a couple of runs from the first 5 balls that he's bowled. One more ball to go in this over from Aditya. One on strike. Pushed away. Through the gap, is it? No, there is a sweeper cover in place, and with this we come to the end of the over as well. 7 overs gone. Hindustan club are 45 for the loss of 2.
In every corner of our nation, there are warriors. Warriors who set out before the break of dawn. Warriors who navigate through the busy streets. Warriors who bring nourishment to every table. Warriors who find beauty in every journey. These are the warriors of today, caring, bold and unstoppable. Raft Cosmic EV Warrior, India's warrior.
क्या चल रहा है?
क्या छुपा रही है? सेल्फ केयर का सीक्रेट।
बताना तेरा सीक्रेट।
100% आमंड ऑयल और हनी का करेक्ट बैलेंस सिर्फ एक लोशन में है। जॉय हनी एंड आमंड बॉडी लोशन जो दे डीप नरिशमेंट। वाओ, चिपचिप बिल्कुल नहीं, स्मूथ लाइक बटर। ये मेरा जॉय, ब्यूटीफुल बाय नेचर।
Another over in. Youngsters this time taken on the full there, pushed away. And excellent running between the wickets as well. I think that is the kind of intensity that usually drives in a game like this. Another full toss, pulled away. Could have been a catching chance, a very tough one to be honest. But then does well eventually from to avert it from running away to the fence. Let's take a look out there. Krishiv Mukherjee. I think the ball kind of slipped out of his hands. Again, early morning moisture. That's always going to be a major factor. This time bowls it slightly quicker. That's in the air. Can be a catching chance. Falls short of Faiz Hussain. He does well to keep it down to a single. That's a great start so far to this over. Two balls to go here from Krishiv. 5 runs of the first 4. Another full. In fact, that's a wide as well. Krishiv Mukherjee, a very young cricketer, really needs to have a word with his captain. Because on occasions like these, I think it's all about how you can come back. And an excellent partnership. 31 runs from 21 balls between these two. Vansh and Kashyap, they have looked really solid. 2 balls to go for Krishiv. Fuller. Driven along the carpet. An excellent footwork also shown there. Comfortable single out there for Vansh Gauracharya, which brings Kashyap on strike for the last ball. Hindustan club slowly and steadily making their way to glory. 53 already on the board. Still over the wicket. That's going to be a wide. That's gone through the keeper as well. Deep short third in place, in fact. Keeps it down to just a single out there. Vijender unable to keep that in check. Runs keep on flying and these extras are helping. This is another good over for Hindustan club. 10 runs already. Another full toss. This time though slightly quicker through the air. Fielder letting it slide because there is a deep mid-wicket in place who will keep it down. And with this, oh, in fact, that was a no ball. Krishan Mukherjee's got his calculations wrong, and I think it's okay. It's understandable. He's under the pump. He's gone for a few runs, and this is going to be a free hit here. A welcome invitation for Kashyap Tantya to possibly eye for the fences, to go swinging for them literally. And Vijender might just walk up to the stumps for this delivery, which kind of gives us the indicator that the ball's going to be fuller. It's going to be in the channel. He'll try and angle it back in. Here comes Krishan. Takes it away from Kashyap. And that's a legal delivery. And with this, we come to the end of the over. Finally, 8 overs gone. Hindustan Club are 57 for the loss of 2. Aditya Bagaria on once again in for his second over. Fuller enough. Pushed back by Vansh Gaurisaria. Once again, this is good bowling, quicker bowling, and into the surface as well. Just the kind of thought process that you would expect from one of your premium bowlers, and Aditya Bagaria definitely one of the key hits altogether for the Hindustan club. Apologies, one of the key hits for Dalhousie Institute actually. Looks like there's going to be a change of the ball. And for the ones glued onto the screens of Viana Sports, there's another important test match which is going on miles away from here in Adelaide, and India has just got a couple of breakthroughs against Australia with Jasprit Bumrah striking twice, administering a double whammy like none other. No wonder he is now the bowling spearhead for Team India. That's driven along the carpet. Can be trouble. It is trouble. Finger goes up. Vansh Gaurisaria, he was looking solid. There was no need for this extra run out there. Could have just let it slide, but eventually had to go for the risk and pays a price. That's the third wicket here in favor of Dalhousie Institute. And again, slightly quicker, driven along the carpet, and take a look at how quickly Aditya Bagaria took his position. And he had no problems whatsoever in dislodging the bails. Harshal Patel is the new batter in. And Harshal Patel, still a long way for him to go. Aditya over the wicket. That stayed low. Bowled it shorter, but the kind of bounce that you would usually expect from a delivery like that, it didn't really bobble up. So straight to the keeper. Kashyap Tantya is the man on strike. He lost his partner a ball ago. Wanted to play on the rise, but doesn't really get the connection that he's looking forward to. Fall shot. And still a ball to go in this over for Aditya. That should be wide, just outside that blue tram line. This is turning out into quite an intense exchange. That stayed terribly low, but looks like the umpire says that it has actually crossed the batter. 9 overs gone, and Hindustan Club are 59 for 3. A bit of a check going on. Whether that was a daisy cutter or not, that is what they want to check, and looks like it's pretty hunky-dory. The decision will stay what it was from the on-field umpire. Tejas Gulati into the attack. Last 6 overs. Tejas once again slow bowler, but not really your turnaround there. Has a bit of a short run up. Keeper standing up to the stump. Straight back to Tejas. Over the wicket still, Tejas Gulati to Kashyap. Kashyap wanted to go for that scoop. That wasn't a very bad idea though. Fielder, fine leg fielder was inside the circle, so that shot was always on. And it still stays on as the ball has raced away to the fence out there. It should be wide fours and 5 wides rather. Just the kind of propulsion, just the kind of aggression that was being anticipated by Kashyap. Tantya gets the ball to the fence. And lucky as well for Kashyap that ball didn't actually stay in the line of the stumps out there. Tejas Gulati will definitely be under the pump when you concede 5 runs of the first legal delivery. A little shimmy down the track, swings and misses out there. Kashyap straight to the keeper. And that's exceptional thinking by Tejas Gulati, and that's brave thinking as well. And I think Vijender, he's also trying to tell it to Tejas that this is the length, this is the line, this is exactly the discipline that we are looking forward to from you. So don't be fazed by the fact that you've bowled up a wide. Kashyap goes big, goes aerial, but will fall short of the fielder rather. Aditya Bagaria was out there at long off, can be trouble. Vijender taking the bails off, but looks like the batter safely home. And a quick chat between Harshal Patel and Kashyap Tantya. .103 is the projected score, which means 100 should definitely be circling around in the minds of Hindustan Club. That's a big heave there from Harshal Patel, and that's in the gap as well. Long on was slightly finer, so by the time Fairs could make his ground, Harshal Patel has picked the gap perfectly, propelling it to the fences here. Hindustan Club keeps on scoring now at a pretty breezy rate. Scoring rate more than 7 runs an over, and they are enjoying themselves. It's a 15-over game, So 105, 120 is what they should be eyeing for from here on. Tejas Gulati not really able to get his discipline right. That stayed away from the batter and looks like the umpire deems it okay. Kashyap Tantya, he's asking that should have been a wide. And that stayed low. That should be another wide. I think Tejas Gulati. And he took his eyes at the ball. I think Vijinder, he was screaming at Tejas, telling him the non-striker is off his crease. Take a look and try and get him off. But that is not what has happened. This time though, goes aerial over the infielders. There is sweeper cover in play. Should be a comfortable single. And with this, we come to the end of the 10th over. Hindusthan club moves on to 71 for the loss of 3.
Bike number 2616 and 8800.
Looks like Aditya Bagaria is going to continue bowling. He will be bowling out his allotment of 3 overs. And it's going to be Harshal Patel on strike. Slightly shorter. Inside half of the bat there. Kashyap Tantya will now be taking strike. Good running between the wickets there by Harshal Patel as well. Well, this time makes good use of that front foot of his. Reaches out to the pitch of the ball and comes forth with a booming drive as the ball races away to the fence. Kashyap Tantya with a good looking cover drive. In fact, not cover drive, it's gone through the cover point and the point fielder. That's a classy shot there from Kashyap. Well, that's in the air. Keeper Vijinder will come around. Direct hit expected. There is a direct hit. But Harshal Patel was home safe and sound there. A look at the dugout of the Dalhousie Institute. They are enjoying the game. After this, 27 balls remain from this innings. Down the ground by Harshal Patel. Long on in play. Should keep it down, is it? Excellent work out there by the long on fielder. Keeps it down to just a couple of runs. And that is quality cricket. That is high percentage cricket from the long on fielder. You want to see this time and time again. Once again, goes for a wild slash, but finds the fielder there, Harshal Patel. But they will steal a single now, move on to 80. Once again, goes big. Sweeper cover in place. Krishiv will gun it back in, and a single will be taken already by 10. So with that, we come to the end of the 11th over. Hindustan Club 81 for the loss of 3. Kashyap Tantia batting in 22 of 21, and Harshal 9 of 7.
বুবু ওটা বানাতে দাও, বুঝলে তো? আমি তো নেবই, ঠিক আছে? ওই যে এলসিডি গার্ডটা খুব কাজের জিনিস। খুব ভালো, মানে রোদ্দুরের জন্য দারুণ জিনিস।
Sanjay Datta, the new bowler in. Kashyap Tantia has so far been the danger man for Hindustan Club, and he continues to deliver. Over the wicket, Sanjay's gonna bowl. Wanted to go for the scoop, goes over Vijender. Short third will come around, keep it down to a single. Doshi quickly coming up to Sanju and making a few adjustments to the field out there. Change in field right now. That's going to be interesting. Sanju might just go quicker. That stayed low as well, untrue bounce. Major challenges whatsoever. Oh, Fuller driven down the leg side, and there is a fielder out there who does exceptionally well to control that slide of his. Ideally, one would expect him to go all the way to the fence, but that's what you call control. That is quality cricket out there from the fielder. Well, that swung away from the batter, and I think Harshal Patel, he was hoping a wide, but Sanju Datta, he's got his bases covered altogether. And Harshal goes aerial, long on in place, and that's gone through his hands. Not one of the best days for Tejas today. With the ball as well, was slightly expensive now in the field. I think he took his eyes off the ball. Ideally, you need your eyes on the ball till that last moment. Happens again, it's just part and parcel of the game. And I think also the fact that he was going for a reverse cup, trying to come down, that is what foiled the plans for Tejas. Slightly shorter, goes down the ground, doesn't get the connection there, Harshal, but will definitely get single, pushing hard for the second, and will get there comfortably as well. Might be trouble. Vijender alert out there at the striker's end, and looks like we possibly are going upstairs, is it? Yes, we are going upstairs. This angle might just clarify. He didn't drag the bat, to be honest. Yeah, that is okay. That's a complete run. Now here you go. Let's get slower and slower. And ideally the basic state, you got to drag your bat in. Take a look at Vijender, exceptional stuff. Adjusted himself. Looks like the batter might be having a touch and go. Oh, he's gone. He's short off the crease. He hasn't got any part of the bat behind it. That's the rule. That bat has to cross the line. An excellent work by Vijender has reaped handsome dividends. Harshil Patel, going for the risky run, will have to head back to the pavilion. This will delight the Dalhousie Institute. They know they've gotten a very big wicket out here. New batter in, Chirag Bhutoria. Last 3 overs in this innings to go. Current run rate of 7.25. Full toss and Chirag Bhutoria whips that, goes through Krishiv. I mean, you may feel that it should have been a regulation stop, but mark my words, that was struck with power by, that was actually Kashyap Tantia with the shot, not Chirag. Whoa. Hammered away through the gap. And Nitin Jalan finally into the attack. Kashyap now moves on at 27. Drags it short, that goes wide as well. This is not the best of starts here for Nitin Jalan. 5 runs at the first ball already. And this time going away, Kashyap kind of got early into the shot, wanted to make it a preemptive strike, was eyeing for that flat bat over the leg side. That should be a wide. It was slightly quicker as well. I think Nitin Jalan, he needs to have a word with his bowlers, with his teammates, and possibly tell him and get himself in the mood, like, you know, it's okay at times to miss out the mark. You got to come back stronger. That should be another wide. Things are not really looking good here for Nitin Jalan. He's bowling it quicker and he's missing out that mark now. He's bowled 3 wides so far in just a couple of legal deliveries. Ideally should have been 5 balls already. He's trying to take the ball away from Chirag Bhutoria, which again looks like a pretty decent move. That's a full toss. Pushed away towards that backward point fielder. Chirag gets off the mark. And Nitin already has gone for 9 runs in this over. Still 3 balls to go. And Kashyap Tantia, the danger man, on strike. Full toss, Kashyap plays it down the ground. Long on in place, should be a comfortable single. Chirag wanted a second, but truth be told, Kashyap, he's been batting for a long time right now. So it's not going to be easy for Kashyap to try and answer all those calls made by Chirag Bhutoria. Chirag drives it along the carpet, sweeper cover, end play, should be a comfortable single. It is. 1 more ball to go in this over. 98. That looks like a very healthy total. Last ball. Dances down the track. Goes through Vijender. Was a stumping chance. But again, a very tough one because he had to show razor sharp reflexes to try and collect that. Vijender has been absolutely brilliant behind the stumps. That's a wide as well. That's a 4th wide for Nitin Jalan. It's not really looking good, to be honest, here for Nitin. Ideally, you would expect him to deliver better numbers, but somehow or the other, he's losing the plot. That should be a wide as well. It is just not going well at all for Nitin Jalan. He'll have to take a step back. He'll have to rethink, reassess his strategy, because right now this over is proving to be too hefty. Comes down the track. Gets beaten completely. Kashyap, direct hit, can be trouble. And somehow Nitin has got a hand to it, deflecting that direct hit. Coming to the deliverance of Kashyap Nantya. This has been a mighty expensive over. 13 overs gone. Hindustan Club 104 for 4 now. They are going at 8 runs an over. Sanju Datta to continue. "12 more balls remaining in this innings." Onto the leg side, and that has been flicked away, taken on the full. There is a deep square leg in place. Will just be a single out there. Kashyap now batting on 29. Chirag on 3. Kashyap kind of pummels it down the ground. Straight to Kavindoshi. It's going to be a dot ball. That's his exceptional bowling so far. Goes aerial. Goes down the ground. Long off in place. They want that second run. Can be trouble. A better throw was expected, and yet I would say Sanju Datta, he's done an exceptional job. He's collected the ball, gunned it back towards the stumps. That's quality for you there. That's sheer top quality. A swing and a miss from Chirag Bhattacharya. I think this is just the kind of bowling that you would expect, just the kind of thinking that you would expect. Down the ground he comes, inside half of the bat. Square leg in play, should be a comfortable single. Kashyap Nantya, he's exhausted. He is having his challenges, trying to get those runs in play. But he's ensuring the fact he's not giving in. He wants to keep on fighting. That's the spirit. Goes to the keeper, but wide signal. That was a tight call, to be honest. It was 50-50. Last ball from Sanju. A swing and a miss. That's also a beauty there. And now Kashyap wants a cheeky run. Can be trouble. They are appealing. But looks like Chirag Bhattacharya, he's a lightning streak between the wickets and he's made his ground, is it? I'll have to take a look there. Yeah, he's okay. Now they push hard for that run. I think he's home. He is home safe and sound. That is quality running. And with that, we come to the end of the 14th as well. Hindustan Club are Nelson for 4. Nitin Jalan not really able to make much hay, but then you've got to get your regular bowlers in play. You've got to get your bowlers who are experienced than your part-timers. Full toss and Kashyap, Dantya. He's picked the bones out of that one. And that's a no ball as well, because that's a beamer. And that has been deposited out of the park in sizzling fashion. Take a look at the shot there. Boom! From the sweet spot to the fences it sails. What a magnificent hit there from Kashyap Dantya. Moves on a 37. And this is a free hit. This is the last over, which means he might just eye for that half century as well. Where is Kashyap going? I think they want to have a check of the ball. Here comes Nitin. Free hit on offer. That's going to be a wide, is it? Looks like it's clipped the pads of Kashyap along the way. And Kashyap walking and strutting to the non-striker's end. Yes, leg by signalled. Over the wicket again. Down the track. That stayed low. I mean, you can't really expect Chirag Bhutoria to do much about it. When the ball staying so low, it will always leave you as a batter dazed and confused, and that's exactly what the case is. Take a look, and Nitin Jalan finally gets a slice of luck going his way. So far it has been all over the place, but here you go. Nitin Jalan strikes back and strikes back in sizzling fashion. And good work by Vijender, once again collected it cleanly and get the stumps dislodged. New batter in Krishna Shah. That's another wide for Nitin Jalan. The number of wides keep on mounting, and you can literally feel the urgency for Kashyap Dantya to get at the striker's end. He wants to take on Nitin Jalan all by himself. 2 balls in. He'll still have 3 balls. That should be wide. And take a look at where Kashyap is running almost to the halfway mark. (121) already on the board. That's going to be another wide. Now Kashyap might just get that single. He does. Vijender, I mean, he kind of lost sight of the ball, so that allowed Kashyap to go all guns blazing for the run. And once again, a hat-trick of wides for Nitin Jalan. 1 for 26 from 1.2 overs. That is downright expensive. Round the wicket there, Nitin. Bowls it fuller. Over Nitin's head. Down the ground goes Kashyap Dantya. Long on in place. Kavin Doshi, powerful burly arms, and he'll get those couple of runs. Excellent running between the wickets there by Kashyap Dantya and Krishna Shah. Both of them complementing each other. Krishna Shah, he knows his work out there is just to get those runs flowing in. 3 balls to go. Where's Kashyap gonna go? Walks down the track, takes it on the full, doesn't get the connection he was looking forward to. Shot mid-wicket in place. Just that solitary run. And Kashyap, I think he would have wanted all of it by himself. But nonetheless, it is what it is. It is how it comes. 2 balls to go. That stayed low as well. Not much that Krishna can do anything about it. 1 more ball in this over to go. That stayed low, and it's going to be a dot ball. And with this, We come to the end of the 15 over mark, and at the end of 15, Hindusthan club has smiled up 126 for 5. When Dalhousie Institute comes out of bat, they'll need 127 runs from 15 overs to win this match. We'll dive into a short breather. Stay tuned, everyone. We'll return shortly again.
Hindusthan club batting first and put up a lovely total of 126 for 5. A wonderful total. DI need to chase 127 to win the match. Requesting DI openers to take the field in 5 minutes, please.
In every corner of our nation, there are warriors. Warriors who set out before the break of dawn. Warriors who navigate through the busy streets. Warriors who bring nourishment to every table. Warriors who find beauty in every journey. These are the warriors of today, caring, bold and unstoppable. Raft Cosmic EV Warrior, India's warrior.
क्या चल रहा है?
क्या छुपा रही है? सेल्फ केयर का सीक्रेट।
बताना तेरा सीक्रेट।
100% आमंड ऑयल और हनी का करेक्ट बैलेंस सिर्फ एक लोशन में है, जॉय हनी एंड आमंड बॉडी लोशन, जो दे डीप नरिशमेंट। वाओ, चिपचिप बिल्कुल नहीं, स्मूथ लाइक बटर। ये मेरा जॉय, ब्यूटीफुल बाय नेचर।
In every corner of our nation, there are warriors. Warriors who set out before the break of dawn. Warriors who navigate through the busy streets. Warriors who bring nourishment to every table. Warriors who find beauty in every journey. These are the warriors of today, caring, bold, and unstoppable. Raft Cosmic EV Warrior, India's warrior.
क्या चल रहा है?
क्या छुपा रही है? सेल्फ केयर का सीक्रेट।
बताना तेरा सीक्रेट।
100% आमंड ऑयल और हनी का करेक्ट बैलेंस सिर्फ एक लोशन में है, जॉय हनी एंड आमंड बॉडी लोशन, जो दे डीप नरिशमेंट। वाओ, चिपचिप बिल्कुल नहीं, स्मूथ लाइक बटर। ये मेरा जॉय, ब्यूटीफुल बाय नेचर।
In every corner of our nation, there are warriors. Warriors who set out before the break of dawn. Warriors who navigate through the busy streets. Warriors who bring nourishment to every table. Warriors who find beauty in every journey. These are the warriors of today, caring, bold, and unstoppable. Raft Cosmic EV Warrior, India's warrior.
क्या चल रहा है?
क्या छुपा रही है? सेल्फ केयर का सीक्रेट।
बताना तेरा सीक्रेट।
100% आमंड ऑयल और हनी का करेक्ट बैलेंस सिर्फ एक लोशन में है, जॉय हनी एंड आमंड बॉडी लोशन, जो दे डीप नरिशमेंट। वाओ, चिपचिप बिल्कुल नहीं, स्मूथ लाइक बटर। ये मेरा जॉय, ब्यूटीफुल बाय नेचर।
In every corner of our
Hindusthan club fielders and Dalhousie single batsmen, please take the field. field batters, please take the field. Silence, chairs and all put them in check.
চার নম্বর ভাঙবো না খক
Welcome back, everyone. We are back with the chase, and it's gonna be the Dalhousie Institute needing 127 runs to win this match. From 15 overs, two of their openers, Nitesh and Sanju Datta, and they'll be up against Chirag Bhutoria. 127 needed from 90 balls, more than 8 runs an over. And that is because of those 2 overs of Nitin Jalan. He went for quite a few runs, but again, this is a part and parcel of the trade. In a few matches, you will be almost unplayable as a bowler. But in a few matches, you will have to bite the dust. You will have to bite the bullet and move forward. First ball in from Chirag Bhutoria. It stayed low, and that also went by for that first single. First runs on the board for Dalhousie Institute. And it goes without saying that they'll try and get a few boundaries, because ideally what happened out in the last innings, it was all about that one particular, those last 2 overs. Full toss, glanced away on the leg side, deep backward square leg, will have work to do, and they eventually make good work of it. Just that solitary run conceded. .125 needed from 88 balls. Still over the wicket there, Chirag. Oh, inside edge, and thankfully no harm done. Didn't really go on to knock his timber down. That's good thinking, to be honest. He's bowling consistently in the channel, which is always a welcome spectacle, always a welcome sign. Chirag Bhutoria, 3 singles of the first 3 balls. They know that once you need 8 runs and over, you need to get a head start. That stayed low, but straight to that short cover. And right now, truth be told, they'll have to keep things, at least get those singles and doubles coming in, because that is exactly what's going to give them the momentum in the latter half of the game. 124 needed from 86. Full toss, And I think Sanju Datta, he would have loved to take that on. Somehow just waiting, trying to understand what the situation is. Didn't really want to go big right after the bowlers from ball one itself. And Chirag Bhutoria, I think he'll be a happy man. None for 3 from the first 5. That's the kind of start that you would expect. Still over the wicket, Chirag. Fuller. And that has been clubbed, but sweeper cover in place will only be a single. With this, we come to the end of the first over. At the end of 1 over, Dalhousie Institute are 4 for none. Anand Tulsia into the attack. A decent spinner. Can really knit together a web of mystery around the batters, and with the ball staying low, it gets even trickier and trickier. 123 from 84 balls. He's going to go round the wicket. Push down the track, straight back to Anand. This is good bowling. This is quick bowling through the air, not really allowing too much opening to the batters. Rocks back, cuts away. That's gone through the fielder as well. The outfield is lightning fast in that half of the ground, and that is going to run away for a boundary. What a cracker of a shot there from Sanju Datta. He is a stunning striker of the ball, so obviously using that power. He's sent that crashing to the fence. Fuller driven along the carpet there. Sanju doesn't really get the elevation that he was looking forward to. Would have loved to get a bit of momentum underneath the ball. That has been struck hard on the leg side. Straight to the fielder. And Anand Tulsia fails to back it up, but I think that is okay. Opens the face of the bat, pushes it away. And with this, we'll come to the end of the over. 2 overs gone. Dalhousie Institute are 9 for none.
In every corner of our nation, there are warriors. Warriors who set out before the break of dawn. Warriors who navigate through the busy streets. Warriors who bring nourishment to every table. Warriors who find beauty in every journey. These are the warriors of today, caring, bold and unstoppable. Raft Cosmic EV Warrior, India's warrior.
We're back live. That stayed low, but Sanju Datta gives it the proper charge. And that should run away to the boundary line for another crucial break here. In fact, that has sailed out of the park. What a cracker of a shot there. Underneath the ball. And flying it goes. Chirag Bhutoria, not the best of starts to this over here. He has been rocked for a maximum. Sanju Datta, he can be a game changer. No wonder he's come out to open the innings, spearheading the battery for Dalhousie Institute, showcasing his class and caliber. Full toss, driven down the ground, mid-off in place. Should be a single out there, and that's exactly the case. 14 for Sanju already out of the 16 runs. He's taking charge, and Nitesh. Here comes Nitesh over the wicket. Chirag over the wicket, in fact, to Nitesh. That's in the air. Can be difficult. It is a very tough chance indeed, and still can be trouble. Wicket keeper, and I think he's still got in his man. It was a chaos, frenzy and confusion. There were two chances on the same ball. Nitesh trying to go over that cover fielder, miscues the shot, fall short of the fielder, and eventually the fielder throws it back. Nitesh has come a long way down the track, and eventually Sanju Datta has refused that single. By the time Nitesh could return, the wicketkeeper kind of bobbling with the ball. Let's take a look at this. There Nitesh, he still wanted the run. The problem is he slipped out. And there the wicketkeeper almost taking 3 attempts to get the ball under control, but ensuring the fact that once he had it under control, he's going for the shark's tooth, and he's got it his man. Nitesh will have to head back to the pavilion. First wicket falls. New batter stepping out into the centre, Nitin Jalan, rather. He's had his challenges with the ball in his hands, but now he'll try and redeem himself. Make up for that earlier miss. And try and pull things by the scruff of its neck and fight their way forth. Stayed low, down the ground goes Nitin Jalan. That's gone through the mid-on fielder, and that's exceptional work. Finally gets stopped. It was a tough ask, but eventually coming around, keeping it down to just that solitary run there, bringing back Sanju Datta on strike. And it is important that Sanju Datta stays on strike, because he has been the man who's giving it a proper charge, who has been spearheading the battery for the Dalhousie Institute, and they kind of need big runs on the board. Still 2 balls to go. Cracked away. Sweeper in place. Just that solitary run again. The shot kind of screamed elegance and brilliance, but then at times you have to find your way out as well. You have to wriggle through to the gap. Last ball of Chirag Bhutoria. And that's gone through the gates of Nitin Jalan. It has proved to be a bad day in the office for Nitin. And the second strike for the Hindusthan club, as Dalhousie Institute loses Nitin Jalan to a delivery that stayed low and also angled back in, providing Chirag Bhutoria his first of the day. 3 overs gone. Dalhousie Institute are 18 for 2. It's going to be Anand Tulsia from the other end. He'll continue bowling with that sharp precision of his. Possibly gun it quicker as well. And that is Chirag Bhutoria for you. Excellent numbers for him as well. Anand is going to keep on bowling round the wicket to Sanju Datta, 15 of 12 now. He's cracked that big six. Full toss again. Driven straight to the cover fielder, and excellent work by the cover fielder as well. Fuller this time. Long off in place. Anand Tulsia, 24 wickets from 24 matches before this game, of course. Two dot balls in this over to start. Cut away. But point in place. Three balls to go in this over. Kavin Doshi is the new batter, and Kavin Doshi and Sanju Datta, they'll have to build it together. They'll have to rebuild this partnership. There's a massive ask, almost a chasm between the current run rate and net run rate. That's excellently done. Footwork being brought into play, the way he showed his razor sharp reflexes, that is absolutely marvelous. Two balls to go in this over. Oh, that stayed low. And that was also turning in from Anand Tulsia. This is the arm ball from Anand. Quality bowling so far. Pushed away. And with this, we come to the end of the over. 4 gone. And the Dalhousie Institute are 20 for 2.
क्या चल रहा है?
क्या छुपा रही है? सेल्फ केयर का सीक्रेट।
बताना तेरा सीक्रेट।
100% आमंड ऑयल और हनी का करेक्ट बैलेंस सिर्फ एक लोशन में है। जॉय हनी एंड आमंड बॉडी लोशन, जो दे डीप नरिशमेंट। वाओ, चिपचिप बिल्कुल नहीं, स्मूथ लाइक बटर। ये मेरा जॉय, ब्यूटीफुल बाय नेचर।
In every corner of our nation, there are warriors. Warriors who set out before the break of dawn. Warriors who navigate through the busy streets. Warriors who bring nourishment to every table. Warriors who find beauty in every journey. These are the warriors of today, caring, bold, and unstoppable. Raft Cosmic EV Warrior, India's warrior.
Spin now from both ends. Leg spinner comes into the attack and pushed away on the leg side. He's going to continue bowling from over the wicket. Good running between the wickets so far. Opens the face of the bat, pushes it away, shot third in place. Gets back Kavin Doshi. He can also be a phenomenal striker of the ball. Oh, that was a quicker one. And he just had to push it away. Kevin Doshi looking for that big shot, looking to open his hands and try and have a crack at the bowlers. Well, ticked away by Kevin. Will it go all the way for a boundary? The ball might just stop, and it does. Couple of runs stolen away by Kevin Doshi. Well, that should be wide. And that will also run away for a boundary. This time it was a quicker one from the spinner. And that has gone through everyone, eluded everyone, and ran away, shrieked away to the fence. And there you go, welcome boundary. I think he just needs to change the line a bit. That line can be a bit of a trickier one, a tougher one to control. Oh, that's a quicker one there. That's a much better line to bowl to. And with this, we come to the end of the over as well. Yeah. Anand Tulsia is going to be in for the third over. For his third over. The last of the spell. And he will be going around the wicket itself. That's more of a favourable angle for him. Nicely driven again. Pushed with power. Straight to the fielder. Brings Kevin Doshi back on strike. Oh, that's a quicker one there. And Kevin Doshi lets it slide to the keeper. Anand Tulsia, he can come forward. That arm ball has so far proven to be the stock ball that he's looking forward to. Again, rightly sends back Sanju Datta to the crease. Well, that's going to be wide, goes to the fielder now. Anand Tulsia so far brilliant numbers altogether. 3 balls in this over, that's wide. And yeah, this time bit of a false alarm, bit of a false reload there for Anand. A bit of a acknowledgement of the same as well. We are in the 6th over, 95 needed. This time cracked away as hard as he could, but straight to that cover fielder there. 95 from 57. This is turning into a pretty tight affair, to be honest. Still 2 balls to go in this over. Again, rocks back, but finds that same fielder has a bit of a fumble, and that will allow a single to be stolen away by Sanju Datta, is it? No, he stays where he was, so a dot ball. Required rate now 10.36. It's been a while since Sanju has gone for the big shots. This time though goes long off fielder in place and straight down his throat. That will mark the end of Sanju Datta. Anand Tulsia could sense the growing urgency in the hitting arc of Sanju Datta. Looped one up, asked Sanju to go with the turn, and Sanju obliged. Unfortunately, didn't get the kind of distance he was looking behind, and that marks the end of Sanju's innings and also this over. 6 overs gone, and third wicket goes down for Dalhousie Institute as they are 33 for 3. 32 for 3 rather, apologies. Vansh Gorisaria went for 9 runs in this first over. Classic leg spinner. Now that was within the tram line. Almost a 50-50 call there. Goes to the keeper. Good thinking by Vansh, bowling it slightly quicker. When you bowl quicker as a leg spinner, 56 wickets from 26 matches kind of tell volumes about and the flair, the prowess of Vansh, the mysterious prowess of Vansh. Vansh continues over the wicket. That's another wide. That's a quicker one. Eludes everyone and will go away for a boundary. Excellent effort out there by the short third fielder. By the deep third fielder rather. But at the end of the day, that was not going to be the case as the ball was pretty quick. And once that particular patch of the ground is being struck, that is only going to race away to the fence. Invoking trouble for the bowlers. That stayed low to the keeper. This is exceptional bowling altogether. Down the ground, pushed away, long on will have to come around. Does well. Keeps it down to a single now. Two balls to go in this over. Once again, similar area picked by Kavin Doshi. Moves on a 5 of 9. Kavin can strike the ball by a fair mile, and that's exactly what he'll try and do. He'll try and hack the bowlers all the way to the fence. Straight to the fielder. 7 overs comes to an end. Dalhousie Institute are 40 for 3. Kashyap Tantya gets into the attack. 127, quite a big target, quite a big number on the board. Doshi, that's a cracker of a shot. The sound of the bat, I mean, that kind of screamed elegance. Pushed down the ground for a comfortable single. Once again, a bit of a gentle push, tenderly done. But Kashyap, he was quick to get back to his guard. He's batted brilliantly, stayed unbeaten throughout the innings, played a gem of a knock. And now he's out on the field as well. Just tells you about the intensity, tells you about the energy and fervor, the passion for the game that this man has. And not just Kashyap, everyone. I mean, they've worked throughout the weeks and then they have come out to play in the second half of the day on weekdays, and then during the weekends they're playing all day long. It just tells you volumes about their fitness. Down the ground goes Doshi. He struck that with power, but long on, converges. Chirag was out there. Keeps it down to a comfortable single. Kashyap so far 4 balls bowled, 3 runs conceded. Oh, that's a beauty there, and that will sail out to the park. Aditya Bagaria gets into the party and he's whipped that over the long off fielder for a maximum. This 6 is going to do a world of good altogether for the confidence of Dalhousie Institute. Take a look at that shot. Boom. Not from the sweet spot, from the toe end, but it had ample power, and he knew exactly the dimension on that in that particular area was slightly on the shorter side. So Aditya Bagaria, he was not going to go down. He knew it was into his hitting arc, and he has whiplashed that one out of the park in stunning fashion there. Yeah, looks like the last 6 that was struck, it has hurt someone in the dugout. That's a mighty blow, a meaty one from Aditya Bagaria, but then I think it's ideally the ankle bone that has been hit and hammered. Let's just hope that he's okay.
क्या चल रहा है?
क्या छुपा रही है? सेल्फ केयर का सीक्रेट।
बताना तेरा सीक्रेट।
100% आमंड ऑयल और हनी का करेक्ट बैलेंस सिर्फ एक लोशन में है। जॉय हनी एंड आमंड बॉडी लोशन, जो दे डीप नरिशमेंट। वाओ, चिपचिप बिल्कुल नहीं, स्मूथ लाइक बटर। ये मेरा जॉय, ब्यूटीफुल बाय नेचर।
In every corner of our nation, there are warriors. Warriors who set out before the break of dawn. Warriors who navigate through the busy streets. Warriors who bring nourishment to every table. Warriors who find beauty in every journey. These are the warriors of today, caring, bold, and unstoppable. Raft Cosmic EV Warrior, India's warrior.
We're back live, and so is Kashyap Tantya as well. 1 more ball remaining in his over. 78 runs needed from 43 balls, and Aditya Bagaria, he's just provided a bit of momentum to the wheels of Dalhousie Institute. 78 needed from 43. They'll need a lot more of those 6s and 4s if they are to win this match. Change in field. And he'll go round the wicket here. Kashyap bowls it quicker and Aditya pushes it away. With this, we come to the end of the 8th over. At the end of 8 overs, the Dalhousie Institute are 49 for 3. Harshal Patel starts off with a full toss, and Kavin Doshi, he's connected that, and that has sailed miles into the wilderness. What a humongous hit from Kavin Doshi. He comes in blessed with power. And there is a first-hand look of the kind of rampage, kind of the madhouse carnage that he can knit. What a staggering hit there. Also a no ball. It's an above the waist no ball, which means a free hit. That means another invitation to Kavin Doshi to try and whack Harshal Patel for another maximum or possibly a boundary. Yeah, that stayed low. That's unfortunate. It's gone through the keeper as well. So a comfortable single. And I think, Kavin, he will be unhappy with the fact that he couldn't really dispatch that to the fences. But he'll also be okay. Pummel down the ground, long on and place. Comfortable single for Aditya Bagaria. Fuller one, Kavin drives. And Kavin might have just spotted the gap there. Yes, that will run away for a boundary. Just the kind of impetus that Dalhousie Institute needed. They have finally found true Kavin Doshi. And Kavin, what a player. First impressing with the bat in his with the ball in his hands. And now with the bat, he continues to crackle. Another full toss, once again driven down to ground. This time though long off in place. This has proved to be an expensive over for Harshal Patel. And an expensive one for Hindusthan club as well. 63 on the board now. Still 2 balls to go. And that's a dot ball. Pushed away on the leg side for a single for sure. Will they push out for the second as well? Kavin is pretty quick between the wickets. No, they're happy with the single. With this, we come to the end of the 9th over. At the end of 9, the Dalhousie Institute are 65 for 3.
क्या चल रहा है?
क्या छुपा रही है? सेल्फ केयर का सीक्रेट।
बताना तेरा सीक्रेट।
100% आमंड ऑयल और हनी का करेक्ट बैलेंस सिर्फ एक लोशन में है। जॉय हनी एंड आमंड बॉडी लोशन जो दे डीप नरिशमेंट। वाओ, चिपचिप बिल्कुल नहीं, स्मूथ लाइक बटर। ये मेरा जॉय, ब्यूटीफुल बाय नेचर।
Kashyap Tantia in for a second over, was cracked for a six in the last over. And Kavin Doshi on strike, starting to look a lot more dangerous. 62 from 36, last 6 overs, just more than 10 runs an over needed. 10.33, current run rate 7.22. They'll have to try and push it, try and target this over if they can. Round the wicket there. Nicked one. Shot third in place, but by the time he can collect that, it was Anand Tulsian. A single has been stolen away. Kashyap. Well, that stayed low once again. A quicker one as well. Aditya Bagaria trying to just open the face of the bat, trying to slice the gap between that backward point and that short third fielder. Could have been a very good shot if he would have connected though. Slightly shorter, cut away. Sweeper cover should be in place, and yes, he is. Another comfortable single though. Kashyap will continue around the wicket, in fact. Oh, that's a quicker one. That's a cheeky one as well. Kavin Doshi was expecting a wide call, but that didn't really go in his favour. Still 2 balls to go here. Opens the face of the bat, pushes it away. Should be a comfortable single. Pushed away for another single, and now they want that second as well because of the fumble, and they'll get it comfortably. With this, we come to the end of the 10th over mark. 10 overs gone. The Dalhousie Institute are 70 for 3. Alok Bachawat into the attack. Starts with a full toss, clipped away by Kavindoshi. That's gone through the fielder. He'll have to come around. A couple of runs should be easily collected by then. Yes, it comes in. Kavindoshi is not just focusing on the singles and doubles, but he's also pushing hard for those twos as well, trying to convert. That stayed low. Another single stolen away. Good running between the wickets there. Opens the face of the bat, pushes that away. Shot third in place. 74 now on the board. How many more can Dalhousie Institute get in this over? Can they push for that 80-run mark? They'll have to start setting those small targets for themselves. Kavin wanted to go aerial. Goes behind square there, just short of that short third fielder. Aditya and Kavin, they've looked good so far. Current run rate of 7.05. Required rate leaping with every delivery that doesn't go away for a boundary. It's kind of screaming attention towards itself. 2 balls to go in this over. Alok Bachawat, he'll be okay with what he's produced until now, till the time he doesn't concede a boundary. Last ball of Alok Bachawat's over. None for 6 so far. Kavin tries to go over long off. Doesn't get the connection, long off in place. And they'll push hard for the second run, and they will get there eventually. And with this, we come to the end of the over. 11 overs gone. And Dalhousie Institute are 78 for 3.
In every corner of our nation, there are warriors. Warriors who set out before the break of dawn. Warriors who navigate through the busy streets. Warriors who bring nourishment to every table. Warriors who find beauty in every journey. These are the warriors of today, caring, bold and unstoppable. Raft Cosmic EV Warrior, India's warrior.
क्या चल रहा है?
क्या छुपा रही है? सेल्फ केयर का सीक्रेट।
बताना तेरा सीक्रेट।
100% आमंड ऑयल और हनी का करेक्ट बैलेंस सिर्फ एक लोशन में है। जॉय हनी एंड आमंड बॉडी लोशन, जो दे डीप नरिशमेंट। वाओ, चिपचिप बिल्कुल नहीं, स्मूथ लाइक बटर। ये मेरा जॉय, ब्यूटीफुल बाय नेचर।
Well, that went away. Kashyap Tantya into his last over now. Go over the wicket. Go round the wicket, in fact. And that's a good-looking shot there. That will run away to the fence. In fact, shriek away at hypersonic speeds. And it is Aditya Bagaria with the shot there. He's been reticent for a while now. That was a half volley on offer, and he's hammered that through the gap between the sweeper cover and the long off. What a crackling shot. Well, he goes aerial. It looks like it's got ample connection, is it? No, that's gone through the fielder. And another drop chance, another lifeline for Aditya Bagaria, and more importantly, a couple of runs stolen away. That's a great start to the over for Dalhousie Institute. Wanted to go for the big heave, wanted to go for the maximum. Doesn't get the connection, plays against the turn. But these kind of catches, you'll have to take them. I mean, it's understandable they are tough, but you need your eyes on the ball at all times. And Kashyap will be kind of unhappy about it. Once again, played down the ground, and this time, another chance goes down. 2 catches and 2 balls. Chirag Bhutoria this time, the man who's failed to collect that. It was a tough chance. He had to come rushing, had to cover yards, and spare a thought for Kashyap Tantya. He's produced 2 catching chances in 2 balls. I think this was also taken. The last one looked that it was not really under control, but this was under control, and then it bobbled out of his hands. 7 runs already of this over for Kashyap. That should be wide, is it? You know, Kavan Doshi, he's not happy. He says that it should have been wide. Umpire suggests not really. That was in the tram line. 1 more ball to go in this over for Kashyap Tantia, and he continues to bowl round the wicket. None for 21, slightly on the expensive side. Once again, aerial over that backward point fielder. That should be another boundary. Kavan Doshi won't mind how they come, but what would matter to him is that they keep on coming. Slightly quicker, this time dragged the length back, and no chance for that backward point fielder. And with this boundary now, the scorecard moves on to 89 for 3 from 12 overs. 38 needed from the last 18 balls. Stay tuned, everyone. We are just getting into the potpourri of emotions, particularly excitement and thrill. Alok Bachawat into the attack, and straight back to Alok. Could have been Alok, in fact, could have been challenging. Fortunate Aditya that the catch was not taken. It was a tough chance. It came to him at almost razor sharp speed, jet speeds out there. But Aditya, he'll be happy this time though. Cracked down the ground. Long off will have work to do. Straight to long off. Aditya wanted a second run, but then rightly sent back by Kavan Doshi. This is getting closer and closer. A lot of exciting action is still to unfurl ahead of us. 37 from 16. It will definitely go down the wire. 7 wickets in hand. Kavan Doshi goes aerial over Aditya's head, but long on in place. So just that solitary run that Kavan's gonna manage. And Alok continues to keep things tight, keep things reticent. This is good bowling from Alok Bachawat. He's keeping the line intact. He's keeping that discipline in place. Well, that has been struck with power, but then it's gone behind square. Shot third, covering it up without breaking a sweat. That's another dot ball altogether. In fact, another single actually. Aditya Bagaria now at the non-striker's end. Who's going to take the charge? 35 or 14. Someone will have to strike. Someone will have to go for the big hits. Down the ground goes Kavan Doshi. Might be pretty fine for the fielder to keep it down, but no, fielder has come around and they are pushing hard for the second. They'll get it as well. This is electric running. This is a lightning streak crackling between the two batters, Kavan Doshi and Aditya Bagaria. They are pushing as hard as they can. They want to win the match. At least they want to take it closer. They want to bring it closer. That's what you really look forward to. Still a ball to go in this over. 33 from 13. It's getting closer and closer. It's getting tougher and tougher. Well, good use of the wrists out there from Kavin Doshi. Sweeper cover in place. They want that second. And Aditya will have to walk back. I think he's unhappy with the call from Kavin. He's possibly telling him, you knew that it's a danger run. You still pushed me for it. But then this is a juncture where they will have to take the risks. They don't really have too many alternatives. And Aditya responding to the call of Kavin Doshi, sacrificing his wicket in the process. Good work there by the bowler. There you go. Taken. Alok Bachawat in. Last 2 overs remaining. 32 runs needed. Vijender Singh is the new batter. Kavin Doshi off strike now. Batting on 35 from 28. Who will come out on top? Is it going to be Dalhousie Institute with a rip-roaring turnaround of affairs? Or is it going to be Hindusthan Club who will keep their calm, who will keep a calm head around their shoulders? Here comes Vansh. Well, that's spun in and that's eluded everyone. That might drift away. It's a long chase, but eventually fielder comes around. Will only be a single, and I think Vijender wanted that run. Kavin Doshi says, stay back where you are. Let me deal with it. I'm the set batter in. I'm also going for the big shots now. 31 needed from 11. It's getting closer and closer. And it's getting tougher and tougher. Vansh Gaurisaria, 56 wickets from 26 matches. He's bowling his last over and the penultimate over. As we say, the penultimate over is the make or break over altogether of any game whatsoever. Swings and misses, gets beaten, and a loud appeal from the keeper. They believe that Kavin Doshi might just have stepped forward, but that's possibly not the case. But a dot ball nonetheless. An excellent start altogether. Kavin Doshi, he'll have to start stepping up. Aditya, he was not happy with his dismissal, but he sacrificed his wicket. So that Kavin Doshi can stay and get them across the finishing line. But if they want to be, or if they want to emerge on the victorious side at the end of this contest, Kavin Doshi will have to start looking for the big shots, and it's not really looking in great nick right now. Vansh Gaurisaria, another swing, doesn't get the kind of connection he was anticipating. There will be a fielder in place. They'll push hard for the second, and they will get that second run as well. Vijender Singh, excellent running between the wickets now. 29 from 9, still a long way from the finish line. Can Kavin hit a couple of big hits in this over? 3 balls to go. Vansh is going to be delighted, tickled with the fact the way he's bowled. Once again, doesn't get the connection. Only a solitary run on this affair. Two balls remaining. And this time Vijender strikes it hard enough, but only as hard as where he could get a single in place. Which means it's going to be Kavin Doshi on strike. Looks like Vansh Gaurisaria, he's having a bit of a struggle with that right foot of his. Here comes Vansh. That stayed low. And Kavan, I don't think he could have done much. 27 needed from the last 6 balls. 14 gone. And Dalhousie Institute 100 for 4.
In every corner of our nation, there are warriors. Warriors who set out before the break of dawn. Warriors who navigate through the busy streets. Warriors who bring nourishment to every table. Warriors who find beauty in every journey. These are the warriors of today, caring, bold and unstoppable. Raft Cosmic EV Warrior, India's warrior.
Last over, 27 runs needed. Goes without saying, you will need at least 4 sixes. If not 4. 4 sixes, yes. That is the only way you can remain alive in this match. Kind of a nightmare for Vijender Singh. Takes it on the full but gets beaten. In fact, goes through Vijender, is it? Change of bat there. Kavan has given his Kookaburra bat to Vijender, hoping that will bring about a change in fortunes. 5 balls remain. 5 sixes needed. Oh, in fact, Vijender is actually being dismissed. It's gone through his gates. And a wicket on the first ball of the over, which means Vijender will take a long walk back to the pavilion. He didn't really have too many options coming in. And now Dalhousie Institute, they know they have lost the plot completely. From here on, Hindusthan club definitely are the ones who are the favourites to walk away with the bragging rights of this game. Let's take a look at this. Swung his bat and it stayed low, rattled his timber. And before he left, he just changed the bat. New batter steps out to the centre. Driven along the carpet. They will want that run. They will want Kaveen on strike. And they'll get that as well. Alok Bachawat says, all right, no problem. Tejas is the new batter in. It was a tough day in office for Tejas. And Kavin Doshi. Now the question is, how close can he bring his team? The victory line has crossed. Comes down the track, doesn't connect. Inside half of the bat. And Kavin will take that run, just a single. Goes aerial. And in the gap, is it? No, long on will keep it down to another single. From here on, it's all about formality now. From here on, it's all about the remaining 2 balls. And a look at the silverware. The CSC 50, which is going to be played later in the day. And that's a welcome boundary there. I think it won't matter much, but then at the end of the day. And yes, there you go. This is the winner's prize for the CSC Interclub T20 and the CSC Interclub T20 runners-up trophy as well. Now Kavin Doshi wanted to play a bit of mind games, wanted to move away from the line of the bowling in the last moment, and Alok Bachawat didn't release the ball. This time releases it and Kavin can only yank it towards the leg side for a single. And that is how we will conclude this game. 108 is what Dalhousie Institute could pile up. But eventually it is Hindusthan club who has emerged victorious by 18 runs. A stunning performance by Kashyap Tantya. First with the bat, then with the ball as well. He was pretty reticent. And with this, we come to the end of the game. We'll now head to the post-match presentation and return shortly. Stay tuned, everyone, with the second game of the day.